Nouns versus Take Flight. Should be a good time. Let's see what we've got here. Follow Take Flight out of spawn here. Some absolute top tier camo work by yours truly. Alright, so Monday night we saw a lot of exactly this, where neither team really wanted to challenge. Just going to be a standoff here. Guys, we've got a minute 30, and then the thing's just going to happen. Someone needs to fight. Anybody? There we go. Nouns walk towards their opponent, slowly and menacingly. The Terminators get terminated by Take Flight. We'll be winning the knife round.
I can officially provide some commentary now. I have found the correct IP, and it was sending me to 2 different games, so I just had to keep alternating until it picked the right one.
That's concerning. But you're here now, so...
Okay. Well, I completely missed what happened in the pistol round, or the knife round, so...
That's okay. Someone in chat can clip it. It was very exciting. But Take Flight did win the knife round, so Nouns will be starting on the T side, Take Flight on the CT side.
Now,
let's see what we've got
I have
here.
a little bit of a contrary opinion on Inferno, and I actually think it's a T-sided map as long as you can get banana control.
I've actually been saying that for a little while, although good start to things by MDS. Oh, and this nade's gonna... No, it doesn't do anything. Well, George gonna equalize the players. I would have thought that nade would have been perfect right on, but Nouns gonna find their way into a 3-stack here on the B bomb site.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid gamble from Take Flight in this round. However, it is that a gamble, and if Gabe was to go down by any lurk player here, suddenly Take Flight would have to split up the numbers and get pushed out of position, which would be pretty scary. But luckily for them, it's just going to be Nouns pushing up all together, just trying to take these jewels, and it's going to start off with...
Ooh, good kill by Beaky. Doubles up, though. Ooh, but Clasia answers back, only with 1 so far. This is going to buy a lot of time for Gabe to rotate over. George takes down Kojamo. Beaky just has to hustle back out. Oh, but the smoke fades, and George finds his head. 35 seconds remaining, and Gabe now in the 1 versus 2 as the bomb is planted. Now, this is going to be a rough one. Gabe does have armor, but that's going to be a no-kit situation here. Clasia and George, they'll peek at the same time, and it's going to be a done deal here for Nouns.
Actually, that's a lot of padding into the eco. You can now afford a full AK buy with that, even full utility.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Junior's bringing out the UMP. Okay, I'm...
UMP appreciation time.
Okay. I joke about FAMAS enjoyment, but, like, I actually enjoy it when people use the UMP. I think it's a solid choice. I don't know if you want to use it second round here, because the CT side likely is not... Actually, no. This is the round to use it. CT side doesn't have head armor, because they are forcing in as much as they can muster. And the UMP is an absolute terror with no head armor. I mean, so is the MAC-10. But, ooh.
I'm going to take quite a bit of damage from that swing there. In terms of the UMP, I definitely think its most standout position is when you're playing a close angle and they don't expect you to be in said off angle. And you have the bullets and the damage power to get multi-kills, but you have to take close range engagements to make the UMP shine where it needs to.
Absolutely. I think you're probably not going to find quite as many multi-kills as you might with a MAC-10, but the one thing that I always like to point out with the UMP is it does have a super simple spray pattern. You just draw a very small backwards C.
Well, that is definitely a spray pattern.
Yeah, but like, you know, you've got the AK where it's like, okay, you draw an angle this way and you have to, you know, move your cursor around. UMP? Nah, draw a C. You're done.
It looks like Take Flight are actually putting themselves in a really good position here because they've got this aggression into CT push, well, pincered, and it's going to be BQ. Beaky? taking out one, picking up a weapon, and 4v4 is not going to be the most horrendous thing to see right now, but there's plenty of padding up on the B site, and it's going to start with an engagement with Gabe almost going down. George is eventually going to find Gabe, so one less player they have to worry about, and Klazia cleans up Kojimo, and yeah, retake, yeah, bleh.
That's
Not
all
with
right.
it right now.
That round, Nouns took a little bit of a pause. I mean, you see this on Inferno a lot, but they really waited until the very last second to probe every possible question and answer that Take Flight could possibly put down for them. And I mean, inevitably, you arrive on the B bomb site. It's Inferno. Oh, okay. You know what? I hadn't taken a look at the UMP that Junior was using. That was a pretty nice souvenir. Sorry, distracted by skins. Junior dies anyway, but
Terrorists win.
right, B bomb site, Inferno, probing around, spending every possible
Yeah,
second you could possibly have.
I think even at the highest level of play, it's very easy to predict where the players on the CT side are going to play, because in the most casual and regular matches, you see people holding the top of banana, and that's just an easy aim duel. You just got to make sure you're ready for it. But when they're playing a more defensible position, I think there's plenty of opportunity for teams to kind of read the CT side and get a nade stack in potentially, at the very least, taking them down to such low HP that they can't afford to defend anymore. But you don't really see that too often, and I'm not sure if it's because no lineups have been found yet, or if it's just not possible, but I'd love to see some kind of innovation on this map.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the changes to mid, I think that there's a lot of room to be a little bit more creative, throwing nades out of CT spawn or whatever. Not going to be happening this round. CJ picking up a quick double, putting Take Flight down to 2 whole players, one of them being Gabe, and that's the AK dropped as well. Nouns now have a lot of space to work with here. Beaky going to be smoked off by Moto. Ooh, Gabe taken down as well. Beaky trying to come through the smoke, not going to be successful in doing it. It's going to be a quick 3 rounds. Well, I say quick. The second round there was quite long.
I just want to point out how ready Junior was for that possibility of a push through the smoke, because as soon as the flash hit the floor, it popped almost immediately, and Junior just 180 swung and just was ready to take down MD? No, I've forgotten who it was.
MDS is...
And it wasn't. Okay.
It wasn't?
So yeah, being ready for that possibility, even though it's so unlikely, it actually does show like an incredible amount of capability in this round. And Kojimo does get forced off the top mid position. I was just about to comment on how deadly the top mid with an AWP can be for both sides, actually.
Oh no, Gabe is playing with his weapon on the other side of the screen, and that's just going to throw me off. Ooh, good shots on the George, though. Knocked down to 19 HP. That'll send Nouns just running back down Banana, leaving George as a lurk here to get the nade in, and getting a little bit of vengeful damage back. But Nouns going to lick their wounds and head back up mid. Maybe look for something on A, or, hey, they've got a solid minute left here, so enough time to look for some crucial picks. See what Kojimo decides to do with his AWP inside of library here.
Yeah, I think with that smoke coming out, Kojimo is going to have to move back over towards CT, and that's what he's doing. So he's going to be double padded up with a player. So potentially we'll be seeing some AWP aggression, but it doesn't look like it. And it actually looks like Carson, despite having a really good at peek over that smoke, is going to get taken out by Gabe.
MDS, I like this off angle here. A lot of times you'll expect someone to play that super close corner, but he's not doing it. He manages to only take down one, though. One's going to find themselves with 2 players on the A bomb site against 3. Shutout, though, hiding inside a little pit. Oh, he's going to get the kill. Or he's going to stall just long enough, and Kojimo's going to come in with a double. Good AWP play and Take Flight. They managed to take a first. If they can continue to battle back here. Yes, Gabe is picking up the UMP.
In that previous round, I think Kojimo, with the AWP aggression, was really well placed because he was clearing angles very slowly. But at no point was he standing still holding an angle. He was pushing up trying to get the info. And as you can see, he managed to like push up so close. He managed to get a double kill over onto the short position of A.
I also think Kojimo is one of the youngest offers that we've got, aside from something like a Monacy. Uh, so getting to play that aggressive style is something that you can really pull off with the younger reflexes.
Mm.
And especially working with Gabe, one of the older players in ECL. Well, as I say that, Gabe gets taken down, but Gabe has been around the block a few times, and I think that the tutelage will be very helpful for really pushing this Take Flight team to the next level.
Mm.
But 2 versus 2, or 2 players on each site stacked up for Take Flight. Kojimo trying to rotate back around, but the smokes will pop out of Nouns. Not going to quite go in with the aggression, though. They're smoked off, smoke broken, but they'll charge on in through it. Ooh, look at this. Beaky Wow getting lit down, taken down. The AWP not going to find anything through the smoke. That is going to be a bomb down for Nouns. Take Flight 3 versus 4. This is going to be a rough retake, and Take Flight, they want nothing
not
of
retake
it.
at all, apparently.
Good young NA talent like Ponalone, yes.
Something I think is worth noting is that Nouns have actually left their... Well, they haven't really left anything at all. They don't have a lurk player hang out anywhere towards A recently. And I think if Take Flight can manage to read that, there's plenty of options to punish Nouns for not leaving a player back there. However,
This is just a full save.
Very like scared to rotate back to another site. Once they're at a B bomb site or A bomb site, they're just committing to it, even though they have the option to turn and go the other way.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a lot of forcing. That is for sure.
Well, we'll have to see how it goes into the next round, because I think Nouns are kind of hyper-fixated on one area of attack, like pushing into the B bomb site. And you can see it's part of the reason why Kojimo actually managed to get the double kill in one of the previous rounds, because no one watched the back.
George, oh no, burning to death off the rip from the Molotov from Gabe. That's going to set them back quite substantially here. That opening pick is going to be so valuable for Take Flight. They should really try to take some space here, but they're still playing the typical spots, but maybe they don't need it at all. Sorry, don't listen to me. Take Flight just going to take picks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I can already see a save coming in for Nouns, because their economy isn't gonna be able to handle another loss. Oh,
they can't handle another. They can't really handle another loss. And the other thing I want to point out is we haven't had a single op from Junior this game. And I mean, it's T-side Inferno. You can play it. You can't. You don't have to. Oh my gosh. Well. Gabe says, no, you shall not pass. This is my mid. Junior does still have bomb, though. If he takes down Beaky here, he could decide to go for something aggressive, or he could just take his pick and leave, which is what it looks like we're going to have here. So honestly, Take Flight playing the CT side well. They're going to have a chance to catch up here, I think, as well. And Shutout just going to make sure that Junior doesn't even get to survive the round.
Trying to just figure out if, obviously Carson, not really with a whole lot of money to play with here, but Nouns actually do have enough to buy in, and that's what they're going to do, but the utility is going to be a little bit shallow and weak, so they're gonna have to really make do with what they have, and if they can't, then I think it's already a lost cause for a round.
I wouldn't call this a full buy. Carson is stuck here with the Tech 9. They've got the AKs, but you're right that they're definitely hurting in the utility department. You can see as the smokes are starting to come out, the nade counts are starting to wear down here. And, I mean, you never can count one team out here. Nouns can definitely
Mm.
pull a rabbit out of the hat. And it's Inferno. It's one of those maps where just suddenly things can happen. Suddenly you get the pick and everything explodes.
Yeah, I mean, my general understanding of CS tells me that not having utility is a death sentence. However, with how aggressive and committed Nouns have been to each site, I think just with the amount of overwhelming numbers they can throw at one place. I think I did discount them a little bit too early.
Well, I was going to say that take flight. They've stacked 4 toward this A bomb site. If Nouns want to go for this, they're going to have a rough time taking this one over. Kojimo with the... Oh, I actually don't know if I like this spot for the AWP. He's going to have a great chance to take down anyone coming up lane, but I guess it's a good spot to not get found out. But the other thing from Take Flight is they've got 4 stacked, and they're all playing so far back. They're giving Nouns a lot of space, but Nouns aren't taking it. They're not expecting to be given this much space, so they're not moving fast, and they're getting taken down. They're getting sloppy as a result. And MDS here to clean it up. Take Flight, take a third. They're doing a great job.
Great job, guys.
Great job, guys. They're playing so far back.
I definitely think Take Flight have kind of adapted to Nouns very quickly in that they're ready for all sorts of aggression coming in, and they've just got, I guess, better angles in that situation. However, I think Nouns really need to start thinking about their, not really their post-plant utility, but their fight-taking utility. About to say retake, but basically they seem to use a lot of utility early on in the round, and it kind of leaves them with lacking options later on, and it's kind of starting to hurt them quite a bit.
Well, they're doing the classic pug Inferno, I would say, and calling strats out of spawn and not adjusting to what their opponents are doing.
Yeah.
And I think Take Flight, you know, we did go into this saying that, yeah, they've got the better stats, and they're really showing that why that's the case. I think Nouns, like a lot of people, have just gone, yeah, we're just going to ban Inferno all the time. But it's kind of tough to do that in ECL these days. You have to ban a lot of things.
Kojimo's about to go big, misses the shot.
Ooh, he does take down Junior, though. That is his opposing opera down. It does look like Nouns want to chase this. Ooh, George going to take down MDS as well. Kojimo bringing out the USP. He's going to take down Carson. He's going to bring out the op as well. He no-scopes Glacia, but George is able to get the trade. Gabe is here to back him up, though. And it's just George. Oh, he runs into the wall. This P250 could go huge, but it's not able to go to do so. Going to be the AWP getting picked back up here for Take Flight. They're going to even out the rounds.
Kojimo finding that third as a no-scope was not what I was expecting out of that round. I expected him to swing him and take the AWP out of his hands, but no. That was something to see.
Honestly, that was a good pistol round. A good little reset for Nouns. We'll see if they can continue to exploit this. But yeah, if they're going to continue to... I want to go back to a point you made earlier and say that, yeah, I think that Inferno can swing extremely T-sided because the nades are just... There's a lot of lineups that is just pretty easy to pull off. Oof. Here I am talking. Junior is going and killing. See if Shutout can avenge his teammate here. He's about to peek into Carson. Ooh, the headshot is there, but Glacia is ready on the other side of things. This is looking like a round for Nouns, but Gabe, he's going to be a little bit unexpected here. He's going to sneak his way down Banana.
Yeah, I've been watching Gabe the whole time because I noticed they managed to get tons and tons of banana control, but George and CJ perfectly call that, well, perfectly read that, and the call comes into flash over as the smoke clears and ends up costing Gabe his life, so...
Oh, this could be crazy for Nouns for Take Flight, though. MDS gets behind everybody. CJ does get the kill on a Beaky, but now MDS, he's got access to a few players. They all know where he is, though, and there's not going to be much time for him. It'll be George to clean it up in the end. Nouns to break the tie. So, okay. All right, Junior finally picking up the first AWP of the game here. Kojimo is going to have one too, so we're going to see 10 rounds in, the first op duel of the game. See if these two players meet. That's always my favorite thing is to see is who's got the better op. Like, it's such a important part.
I think there's definitely ways to measure how good of an AWP a player has. However, I think a lot of AWPing is actually about timing, and reaction time plays a big part in it, obviously, because if you're peeking the same angle, but also just how expected you are to be in a certain position as an AWPer plays a massive role. So I think, while AWPing is very much about reaction time and aim, you have a lot of positioning to think about, and that's something not a lot of people really factor in. And obviously coming in with the positioning does include the timing, and sometimes the timing will favor one AWPer over the other, so...
It's not just about having the cursor over the other player. It's about,
Exactly.
you know, all the actions that took you there.
Mm.
Ooh.
And I'm not gonna
can
say...
do here. Okay, no, battle in the banana, the important part of this game. 2 kills going to take flight, only 1 going the way of Nouns, Beaky falling, but Carson and George on the Nouns side be the cost. Gabe down on 18 HP. He's going to sneak his way into new boxes. It does look like Nouns want to go for this B-bomb site. Oh, and he's not quite to dark. So he's going to eat the shots out of CJ. Kojimo now. Oh, he's speeding his way down. CT into church. Like a speed demon. He's going to be met with a whole pile of nades. Nouns going to get the bomb down, and Junior going to pull that AWP out. Peeking down banana, takes down 2, and now Kojimo, the only player left standing, take flight. That AWP gonna have to make its way out.
It's game time.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah, I mean, going into this with an AWP, it's not impossible, but I'll be honest, if you're the kind of player to go for this with a solo AWP against 2 rifles and another AWP, you're kind of outing yourself as a silver player, or overconfident. Either or.
Yeah, I think if Kojimo were going into this, that would be very disrespectful. That is the sort of thing I'd expect out of matchmaking players. Not even Face It, although a lot of those Face It players can get a little bit head too big for their shoulders. And
I have definitely heard some stories about a few people playing high level Face It who still deal with the same stuff as low level.
Yeah.
Regardless, though,
about that,
I think these players are of a much higher standard than Face It level 10. So obviously, Kojimo going for the save there is a smart thing to do. Maybe not the most exciting thing to watch, but with a boost here, actually could do some damage in banana.
Oh, that nade
comes in, and that's gonna do huge. Okay.
The headshot through the wall. Felicia gonna take down Beaky, but my goodness. That was insane. I mean,
yeah, I think if we had have tried to go for that game, the round last round, gone for the retake and lost the AWP, would have not been very good. Wouldn't have been able to do that. But they're actually jumping off of the B site?
Yeah, this feels a little bit premature, honestly. I don't know why they've decided that. I don't know what kind of information they've got. Maybe they do want to make sure to hold on to that AWP. Kojimo going to put a few shots downrange through the smoke. But what are Take Flight holding on to by saving this round? Because it does look like we're going to just get a 4-player save here. They've got pistols. And Kojimo's off.
They are only on second loss bonus, so I think they could buy next round, but it might be a little bit rough. But they're not really saving anything of value if you're... Yeah, but they're not really saving anything of value. Because there's no utility, there's no armor, there's no helmets. They're kind of just... They're not even going for exit frags by the look of it. This is really... interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. Like, hold
well,
on.
The USP players
rushing in with that deagle. Not gonna find anything as a result, but
Mm.
7-4. All right. Well, I mean, we were talking about T-side Inferno.
Yeah. Again, I'm still really confused as to what the play was there because they had pistols. And obviously they're not going to really need those pistols coming into the next round. And Beaky actually has a Negev, so...
I mean, I've actually... Okay, there are a few rounds where Beaky's played this Negev and just done stupid things with it. It's one of those things where it's like, you're not going to expect it at this level, right?
I
So
mean,
sometimes
yeah.
it just rips through a few people. See if that's the result. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, you've got so many, like... Oh, hold on. Kojimo. Oh, he does get flashed, and he's going to miss the shot. Give, again, a ton of space over to Nouns. Shout out on the site as well. They back off into the site entirely, and Nouns are just going to be like, all right, understandable. We're going the other way now.
Yeah, I think it's important to note that Take Flight's pushing very hard over into Banana here, and Gabe's actually going to go down first, and I don't know if they expect the play to be so close. And there goes the Negev. It's not going to do more than one kill, unfortunately, but...
Yeah, that's going to give Nouns
Yeah.
exactly what they want.
I think even just spamming the Negev through the like wooden pallet would have been a better idea there, because that clearly did not work out for them.
We're playing Ring Around the Rosie now. Take Flight have rotated both players over to B, expecting the take, and Nouns have been like, all right, cool. We're going to the other site. Just back and forth, back and forth. The final round of Inferno. 20 seconds remaining. TJ can have all the time in the world to get the bomb down before the Take Flight players arrive. Kojimo will be the first one on site, but that is going to be a rough retake for sure. There's a kit in the hands of Kojimo and a fire. And that is it.
Okay.
Who let the fridge cook? So
I'm just having a look at the... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead, sorry.
I was just having a look at... Well, wait for this round to go, and then... Well, there you go. I was just looking at the stats for Nouns in terms of Inferno and who they've played recently. And I think the reason that their win rate on this map is so low is because they've been going against teams like Furia and Liquid and a lot of tier 1 teams recently. And
yeah.
I think that, although this may not be their best map, I think it definitely does disproportionately affect their win rate as displayed on HLTV, because they're obviously doing a really good job, and we'll have to see what Take Flight can do on the T side, but definitely more than I expected from Nouns, at least a lot more of a... Not competitive, sorry. I'm not sure what you call it, but definitely they've put this game into their favor coming into it.
Yep. Oh, headshots exchanged here in Banana. Gabe gonna be, or Shutout gonna be eating the worst of that damage. See if Take Flight can recover. They're gonna head their way into Banana. And it looks like they're just gonna force their way in here with the pistols, or they'll just put. They just put down 2 decoys. Those were decoys that they just threw. Nouns are like, they're still coming, right?
See. Well.
So it's gonna be on Junior here. Oh, he spots the first. Not able to hit the shot, but CJ is, and that's going to be the player going down arches. CJ doubling up as well. Oh, he's going to sneak around. He might look for more. He's not able to find it. Junior trades. That's going to be a 3 versus 2 as the rest of Nouns are going to rotate on in. Kojimo will get the bomb down.
Take Flight, yeah, with the bomb going down, at least Take Flight have at the very least secured themselves a force buy coming into the next round.
Yep.
They want a bit more. But with 3 players all in the same angle, Kojima actually takes one out, and...
Ooh,
okay!
No, MDS is here. The P250 put to work. And Take Flight can take a actually really good T-side pistol. Well, this is where it starts to get interesting. You've got that second half, and winning the pistol on the T-side is a really good way to get that comeback. Once again, Junior picking up the U. Okay, I wonder if this is a new acquisition for him. Like, when you look at... Okay, little tangent. When you look at pros in the NA ECL, Junior's inventory is so omega stacked that it's just like... He must be rich in, like, family or something, because there's no way an NA pro player makes enough to afford the stuff that he buys. He's got
Mm,
so many knives. He's got an Op Gungnir. He's got an AK Wild Lotus. It's ridiculous. And I mean, the UMP Blaze is not going to be that much, but I don't know how much the specific souvenir that he's got a hold of is going to be worth.
Headshot into BQ from Carson, I believe that was, just kind of shut down their B push completely because they've just taken off, given up so much space.
Great pistol work done by Carson. Done a ton of damage. Take flight. They line up yet again. They've got 2 smokes and a flash to go for this. There's none of the huge CT SMGs on B bomb site here to fight. Take flight. Nouns do need to start rotating someone over, but they don't have the info just yet. The smoke has been holding it away from them. Oh, that smoke kind of missed. I would normally expect that smoke to hit on the boost spot. Oh my gosh. MDS hits the first, but Carson is here. The 5-7 snapping turtle takes down 2. In the final seconds of the round, that bomb should be going down, and Beaky in position by Tree. Take down Junior. There's that UMP that I keep talking about going down. So I did take a closer look at it. It is a FaZe Astralis Boston 2018 Kerrigan UMP. And the UMP Blaze is, I mean, it's good. It's not the most expensive UMP you'll find, but I mean, it's fine. You know, it's a Blaze. People are gonna like it because, ooh, fire. Is my brain broken every time I look at a Kami 5.7? I look at the back. No, you just know enough about skins that you know what can be in the back of that 5.7.
Hey, we're trying to keep this a little bit family friendly today.
I mean,
not the slightest, but yeah.
We're not swearing is what we're doing.
Keeping our foul language and cursing to a minimum.
But Docky, I just want to say goodbye to Docky. Have a good day at work, and I guess I will maybe see you at the end of the game. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's pointed out in chat. Worst case scenario is a 1-1 here. I feel like, wait, I don't know what. So, okay, yes, UMP Blaze is cheap, but the souvenir is going to be expensive. Although I don't know how much Blazes go for these days.
Money.
They do go for money. It's not the skin. When I'm going and looking for skins to buy, I have a fade UMP, so I'm all set.
2. Panicking, doesn't manage to find the 3rd. That's still a
go
decent
for the reload.
little kill reward.
Oh, the souvenir is $30. All right. I was referencing Warcraft 3. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, unfortunately, George, lots of damage and not managing to find the kill.
I don't think this USP is going to do much of anything.
I mean, I've underestimated the USP before. I know one of the Shimmer players, Empathy, she actually one game decided to both pistol rounds stick with the USP and get full armor despite winning the pistol. Sorry, second round, she was sticking with the USP because it is actually capable of doing a lot if you hit your shots. It can double dink someone and immediately they're just gone.
Yeah.
Not the preferred weapon, if I'm completely honest, but it's not something you should discount so easily.
I find it weird that you'd stick with the USP and not the P2000 if you are trying to be a pistol hero like that. But Empathy is a very good player, so she's gonna, you know...
Yeah.
She can pull that kind of stuff off.
I mean, we've seen plenty of times how many times an AWPer will pull out a USP and get a multi-kill with it.
Oh,
I don't want to say discounted, because people definitely hang on to it and prefer it over the Glock, but it's not a shining star in a player's loadout. George, oh my
wait a
god.
minute. That was just double nades followed by maybe a bullet or two. Just kind of thrown down range and like, yep, there's a kill. MDS, wrong place, wrong time. Take Flyte, gonna abandon Banana and head right through apartments here. Shutout gonna be the first person on site. Puts a few shots down. He's gonna reveal his position. That's gonna signal the Nouns it's time for the nades in apartments. And well, I mean, Take Flyte. They're moving fast. I don't know. Oh, they might not go for the rotate here. They've nearly found the end of Nouns' nade pile, but fortunately, Kojimo going to lose his life to Carson. So this is something that I was called about a bit during EPL today, which is you've got the bomb, why are you lurking? Mbiki with the bomb lurking down in mid, but pushes up. Ooh, gonna push right up. Oh, takes down Junior as well. He's the only one left with 30 seconds remaining. It's gonna be a kill for CJ. And Nouns now picking up the momentum once again on the CT side. Money for Take Flyte looks good, though. They should have a buy
luckily
here.
they've padded themselves up. And if I'm honest, I'm very tired of seeing pistol rounds most of the time they come out of the CT side, but you just kind of know how the round's already going to go before it's even over. So definitely happy to see that they've got their full economy. Well, maybe not full, but comfortable economy to buy into the next one.
Emote is that? Sometimes the emotes can be very distracting. There's Hamtaro spamming the noggles, and oh my gosh. Thank you for the... he does that. Thank you for the 3 gifted. 33 so... Wow. That's ridiculous. Hamtaro, thank you for the gifted subs. I really appreciate that a lot. We have a timeout, so what else am I going to talk about? And because we don't have a delay on, I get to talk about things like that right away. Alright, so no op for Kojimo this time around. No op for anybody. This is just a no scopes. No scopes allowed. Carson taking some heavy damage off the fire. Doesn't manage to spot anybody through the smoke. A little bit of damage to MDS, but still. Oh no, he's gonna burn on half wall. This position is so silly. What the heck? And he's still gonna take down MDS? He's gonna double up onto Kojimo. Carson, calm down. Beaky finally turns him off. But it's still only a 1-player trade for the 2 deaths to Take Flyte.
How has Carson managed to have that happen without going down immediately? What?
So you remember how earlier in the game we were talking about a player having a lot of confidence and just going, yep, I'm going to go and win the game now. Okay, thanks, bye. That was Carson right there. He's just like, nah, I'll shoot better.
Something I want to point out, because it's a very close issue to my heart because it cost me around once, is just how aggressive the fire is in CS2, climbing up that half wall. I have such a... I'm trying to keep it clean, but I have such a big hatred for how fire works because it spreads so aggressively vertically.
It really does. Well, I honestly think it's nice. Oof. All right. Well, Junior going to close this one out. Bring Nouns up to double digits. 10 rounds here. Not only are Nouns on double digits here, they've also reset Take Flyte back to factory settings, back down to $0. The money is not going to be there. So Nouns, they're probably going to be gifted around here, find themselves on 11, find themselves at scratching distance of that win. And Take Flyte can have a lot to battle back. It is still the T side. I still think that is always something to keep in mind here on Inferno is, you know, you get that save going and you can definitely battle back on the T side. So I think it's still possible here for Take Flyte. Can never be too confident. Ooh, I like this Molly though. Junior and CJ.
Oh, it's that.
Just gonna stat pad just a little bit here. All right, well,
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
those pistols will do some damage. Not
Junior's
this
just gonna
round, though.
jump into the nade. Yeah, I think banana control is very. Sorry, I'm trying to think about it, but like banana control, obviously crucial is what I was trying to say, but thinking about it, if the CTs manage to take full banana control, they get so much info because even if you're at the bottom of mid, they're still going to be able to get any sort of sound cue from mid and T stairs.
Yeah, I mean, even though it's not one of those vertical maps, Inferno or not Inferno, Nuke or Vertigo, you're still gonna get a lot of information here.
Yeah.
All right, I think this is the first time we've seen this out of Nouns. CJ boosted up on awning here. It's something I see some teams pull out a whole lot, and so you'll start pre-firing it, and if you use it too much, it stops being effective. But take Flyte. They're gonna try to sneak out mid. They're not gonna sneak their way past CJ, and Junior takes a kill as well. Is collected by Kojimo. Take Flyte. They're gonna try to push.
There's no way Junior gets a kill here. Oh my god. No way.
He doesn't need it. The team is in position.
I don't know if you're aware of what Junior just did. He threw a Molotov at his feet and peeked through it to get a kill, then went and hid in the cubby, and they expected him to jump back over despite there being no sound cue. I don't know what is happening in the minds of Take Flyte, but they have so much to deal with, and Junior just doing that. It's just expect the unexpected at its finest. Like, what the hell is he doing?
Okay. I want to call out here the kills here and the damage. Look at what Junior is doing. So much damage. 20 kills for CJ.
Jesus Christ, man.
Honestly, it's a really good fight by Take Flyte. I think they're putting up a really good fight this game. And, definitely credit where credit is due. There we go. I was waiting to see this op out of Junior. Finally, we get to see the lovely, the shiny, the Gungnir. Some people will say that the Dragon Lore is better, and they're wrong.
No, they're wrong, yeah.
Let's start a fight in chat. What's the best op skin?
Ooh. Ooh.
For me, I want the
Gungnir,
Fade.
the Prestige.
Yeah, the Gungnir is going to be the best, just because it's shiny, it's rare, it's just so nice. Valve added the pearlescent effect to it, and it's just like, But if you're looking at like, go ahead.
The biggest tragedy in CS2 is that they didn't update the AWP Lightning Strike because it's such a beautiful skin. It just needs to be not pixelated and compressed.
I mean, that's part of the charm of it, though. All right, big push. Oh my gosh, big push out of Take Flyte here. And okay, George. George is like, we're done. We're done here.
Yeah.
Get out of my server. 13-7 for Nouns. They take it in pretty convincing fashion here. We can even look at the scoreboard and see just how many players were surviving. But I'm going to jump over to cameras here. We'll take a quick discussion about the game, and then we're going to go to commercial.